pretty much back with another one. We're gonna go over what trade we took today and how you could have pretty much done the exact same thing for yourself and ultimately lost yourself some money. Yeah, so what we noticed coming into today is actually quite simple. This is a trade setup that we take all the time, so we don't mind losing on it. It's an okay loss to take. Nothing's perfect. So clearly high time frame structure on GJ was bullish. And really, all I've been doing as of late is just waiting for session opens and just longing GJ off of a sweep or a mitigation, right? 15-minute structure had internally flipped back bullish, right? And then after that, what do we notice? Quite simply, well, a couple areas to look into, right? This is the order block that caused the flip in structure. And then this was a 15-minute fair value gap, right? So really all we have to do at this point is get either or at that point. So I was just like, okay, I knew that that fair value gap was a entry that would be off of a premium and not a discount. So knowing that, because a premium would be lower than that 50% mark, right? So I knew that I was above the premium, above the discount. So I had to be very, very careful here. So I pretty much saw the mitigation into the fair value gap and the sweep of this 5-minute low and a break of structure off of it, at which I was like, okay, this is a good entry. We saw the inverse, the mitigation of that fair value gap, the reaction off of it. As we came up, I entered. And ultimately, once we went against this high, I knew that I pretty much had to de-risk myself considering where I was in price. And if price did come back, I most likely could not afford to risk that. So what I ended up doing was pretty much closing around break even. And then what happens is price comes back in to the order block here, pretty much taking out this as a first inducement. And I start to notice that we get a break of structure here and we start to react off of this order block, at which point I said we were good to go and decided to long it. Ultimately, this trade didn't play out. We had higher targets and this did not end up. Now, it's okay to lose a trade and you guys really need to understand that because we took a second trade. Well, I'm not counting this trade, okay, because it was a break-even trade. So we took a second trade after that, and it was on NQ, and that trade, on the other hand, hit. Now, was it the best trade in terms of risk to reward? Not necessarily, but it was still profitable. So what do we notice on NQ coming into the day? Nothing really complex. High time frame structure is clearly bullish, right? And I'm not necessarily trying to time a trend flip. I'm just trying to time a continuation, right? So we notice that we get this 15-minute liquidity sweep / hourly liquidity sweep coming into market open, a revisit of this order block, right? That caused the shift in market structure back to the upside. At which point I was just like, okay, 15-minute liquidity been taken. So all I really need at this point is a invalidation of the bearish PD arrays that were built up to go there. So what does that mean for us? We had this internal sweep to the upside, correct? Right? We had this sweep that took price to here. Let me just move this. We had this sweep, right, off of these highs, went, price came back in, mitigated the order block, came in, and flipped bullish. At that point, I said, okay, we just invalidated the order block. We're going to go higher. Stops under the low, targeted the nearest high, took that, and pretty much hit take profit. Secured 0.5 R off this, lost 1 R on the other trade, ultimately finished the day minus 0.5 R. Not a bad day. Controlled losses and big winners will make you profitable. So as long as you strive for that, you're good to go, and it's just a matter of time until you start to see insane results in these markets. So I just want you guys to know that you should like, follow, and subscribe because, well, as you can tell at the time of recording, I have about 1 subscriber, but 10 of you guys watch my videos day in, day out. So if you guys are actually watching, support the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Make sure to join the Discord. It's free. I'm going to pretty much teach you everything I know, give you my trades, all of it for free. Yeah, over and out.